Gypsy Rose is on a mother effing roll right now. I know the Olympics have not started yet, but I seriously think that Gypsy deserves a gold medal for being the #1 goal pusher in America. I hate having to repeat myself, but we kind of got to keep track for those who may have missed something. You see, we all know that she has filed for a divorce from her husband. At first, she said that she was trying to find herself. Then it quickly morphed into Ryan being controlling, not wanting her to spend the time with her family. And then, of course, photos surfaced of her out with her ex, so that reasoning, that excuse kind of flew out the window. So then she quickly changed it to, oh, Ryan yelled at her and, made her feel scared as she was locked in the bathroom, most likely texting her ex. And then it went from that to, oh, I thought Ryan was going to hit me. And now the goal has been pushed yet again, because no matter what excuses Gypsy comes forward with, people aren't really buying it. From everything I've seen, it looks like people are mainly on Ryan's side, and so am I. Gypsy has made herself extremely unlikable. And like I said, now she's pushed the goalpost to filing a temporary restraining order on Ryan. She's literally trying to drag this dude's name through the mud, trying to portray herself as a victim yet again. But I believe that Ryan is the victim in this situation. And like I said in a prior video, I hope this guy is in contact with his lawyer, because Gypsy Rose is really trying to do some damage here. Gypsy Rose is desperate. And I mean desperate to be viewed as the victim in this situation, even though her actions tell a completely different story. There's no telling what she may accuse Ryan of, but I can tell you one thing. They're in the middle of filming a reality show. There is a camera crew basically nearby almost 24/7. I don't think for 1 second that she was scared that Ryan was going to do this or do that. There are people that they're not really alone that often, to be honest with you all. They've been filming an entire reality show, and they've signed on for a second season. Gypsy, right now, is going to do whatever she can to make herself look like the victim in this situation, even though she looks horrible right now. In the public eye, public opinion, think about it. It was just 3 or 4 short months ago that Gypsy got out of jail, and a lot of people were still looking at her like this innocent little girl. Now we realize that Gypsy has grown up, and Gypsy is a lot like her mother. Gypsy is manipulating people in ways it looks as if she's scamming people, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You marry a guy, you basically have him support you in prison, and then you leave him immediately after you get out of prison. And the cherry on top of this whole situation is that Gypsy has the audacity to not only drag Ryan's name through the mud, making it look like he's this abusive person or something, and I don't think that's necessarily the case at all, but she has the audacity to try and get long-term spousal support from Ryan. So even though she's raking in all of this money, she's trying to make it to where Ryan has to pay her in little increments for an extended period of time. She's basically playing the victim card, using the, oh, I just got out of prison, I've never adapted to a normal life, Ryan was taking care of me in prison and I need Ryan to keep taking care of me. Meanwhile, she has plenty of money to go get a nose job. She just got plastic surgery. She's out going on fancy dates with her ex and getting tattoos, and she wants to do all of this on Ryan's bill. That's how much of a scumbag this woman is. She wants Ryan to pay for the plastic surgeries and the dates with her ex-fiance. She wants Ryan to fork up all of that money as she makes Ryan look like a horrible person, as she tries to portray herself like the victim. And as I watch this situation play out, it's making me view her whole entire case, her whole entire story completely differently. Because now I see that a lot of her mama rubbed off on her. Now I see that Gypsy was, I'm not saying that she's the sharpest tool in the shed, but Gypsy was smart enough to know that she was manipulating people in certain situations. She was smart enough to know some of what was going on. And she picked up those tactics, and she's using them now in her adult life, victimizing other people. It's honestly kind of scary when you really think about it. This girl devised this plan, manipulated some dude into coming and killing her mom, manipulated multiple dudes while she was in prison, got one to marry her, take care of her, everything, have everything set up for her, have all these deals together for her so she could flourish and prosper once she got out of jail. And then she gets out after sucking that dude dry of everything he had, making him lose his career as a special ed teacher. After she sucked him dry of everything, she cast him to the side and then wants to suck him dry of even more. Now I want you to pay me as I go bang my ex and I go get tattoos and I go wild out and have a hot girl summer. That's what's going on right now. Gypsy Rose wants a hot girl summer, and she's going to get it no matter what the cost, no matter how many victims lie at her feet. And there are multiple people now that we can truly say have had their lives ruined by coming in contact and encountering Gypsy Rose Blanchard. She has been the downfall for multiple people. And I think there will be more. Because if her sitting in prison for 8 years, or however long it was to be exact, was not enough for her to learn a lesson, she's not going to learn a lesson now. And now you've added internet clout, fortune, and fame to the mix. Oh, this is this is not going to end well. And I know I keep saying that, but this appeared, the way everything is playing out right now, this looks way worse than I expected. I knew it was going to be bad. I didn't think we would be here in 3 short months. So think about where we're going to be in 3 more months. Think where we'll be in a whole year. And the crazy part is, the more and more, or better yet, the less and less you hear about Gypsy Rose, the less and less you see these videos and you see the headlines about her, the more crazy she's going to act. I believe that she is someone who is desperate. She can say that she's not. She can say that she wants a normal private life. Someone that wants a normal private life does not sign on for a season 2. And Gypsy just signed on for a season 2 after she divorced her husband. Okay? So I don't know what lengths this woman will go to maintain a certain level of interest in her name and in what she has going on. But for her to be here and just to see how things have drastically, like how drastically and how far this goal has been pushed in the past week. If this was truly the case and she was truly scared of Ryan, you have to understand, folks, she's not living with Ryan anymore. She left Ryan. She's not scared that Ryan's going to do something to her. Also, this is not a situation where you have a random woman in the middle of nowhere with no support, scared that her crazy ex is going to come get her. This is a woman that's living in a house full of people now, that's also got her ex staying in a nearby hotel that she's with all day, that also has an entire Lifetime network camera crew following her, documenting her life, basically 24/7. She's not scared of anything. If this was true, and she really felt the need for this restraining order and all of that nonsense, we would have heard all of that information from the get-go, day one. Hey, I thought things were going to work out with Ryan. It turns out this dude's crazy, made me fear for my life. I had to get out of the situation, right? You didn't hear that. All you heard was, hey, I want to find myself. I need to search for myself. And Ryan hasn't been really supportive of me hanging out with my dad and my family much. It went from that, trying to, she thought that the internet was going to all hate Ryan. Like, Ryan, you controlling bastard, what's going on? The problem is, the very next day after making this announcement, when she's saying that, I just want to spend time with my family and find myself, we all see her with her ex. So everyone knew, spending time with your family meant spending time with other dudes. Ryan wasn't okay with that. Now you're trying to make it look like you're a victim and Ryan's this big and bad, the big bad wolf, because he expected you to be loyal in your marriage to him. That's basically what happened here. So the goal has been pushed all the way from Ryan wasn't really supportive of me hanging out with family to now I got to get a restraining order. So there's no telling how low this woman will stoop. And I thought it was low that she's trying to get long-term spousal support, even though she's got money coming in out the woozah. You know what I mean? Documentaries, reality show, books deals. She's got plenty of money coming in. But no, she wants Ryan's money. She wants to further ruin Ryan's life. And I think that just shows you what type of person she is. I think she likes torturing people in a way. The truth is, if you know about the Gypsy Rose case, Gypsy is like a sadistic, I can't even find the words, but she's like a sadistic, kind of an evil human being that kind of like sexually got off on what was happening to her mom. So I don't put anything past her. She's crazy and evil, honestly. And you would think, because of the situation she was in with her mother, it maybe made her do this drastic thing, and you don't want to judge her too much. And, I never wanted to judge her too much either. But after watching this play out for a few months, it's just, when people tell you and show you the type of person they are, sometimes you should just take their word for it and believe them. And if Gypsy wants to keep showing the world that she's kind of a scumbag, then go ahead. Go ahead. I'll be here to call it out. But with that being said, let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, if you would like to donate to the channel, you can donate via CashApp or Super Thanks. Or for free, you could help the channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. But with that being said, I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.